Losing a loved one is devastating, and the pain can feel overwhelming. In these moments, families are often left reeling, trying to process their loss, while also making difficult decisions about how to honor their loved one's memory. Grief can cloud your judgment, making it hard to think clearly or spot potential dangers. Emotions run high, and the pressure to make quick arrangements can leave you vulnerable. Scammers know this all too well. They deliberately target families in mourning, using manipulative tactics to exploit your vulnerability for their own gain. These criminals are skilled at appearing trustworthy, often posing as funeral home staff or officials. Funeral deposit scams prey on your need to act quickly, pressuring you to pay large sums up front. They steal money meant for a final farewell, leaving families not only grieving but also facing unexpected financial hardship. The financial loss is painful, but the emotional betrayal during such a sensitive time is even worse. It can shatter your trust and add another layer of distress to an already difficult situation. These scams can delay funerals, add stress, and force families to scramble for more funds. Sometimes families are left without enough money to give their loved one the farewell they deserve. Awareness is your best defense. Knowing how these scams work helps you protect yourself and others. By staying informed, you can recognize the warning signs before it's too late. We must talk openly about these risks and share information with our loved ones. Open conversations can stop scammers from taking advantage of grieving families and help build a stronger community. By understanding their tactics, you can avoid becoming a victim. Knowledge empowers you to make safer choices and support others who may be at risk. Let's learn how to spot and prevent these cruel scams so we can protect our families and honor our loved ones with peace of mind. Scammers are becoming increasingly sophisticated, creating fake funeral websites that look almost identical to legitimate ones. These sites are designed to prey on people during vulnerable moments, often when they are grieving and least likely to question what they see online. They go as far as copying real businesses' details, logos, and branding, making it extremely difficult to spot the difference at first glance. Often, these scammers use names that are nearly identical to trusted local firms, swapping a word or two or changing the order of names, so you might not notice the deception right away. One major warning sign is the promise of unusually low prices or special deals. If an offer seems far cheaper than others in your area, be cautious. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Scammers often use high-pressure tactics, urging you to pay a deposit immediately or risk losing out on a so-called limited-time offer. They may even call or email repeatedly, trying to rush your decision. Some will claim to own impressive facilities or offer exclusive services like luxury vehicles, elegant venues, or special packages that don't actually exist. These claims are meant to lure you in with promises of prestige or comfort. Ultimately, their main goal is to get your money as quickly as possible before you have a chance to realize the truth or ask too many questions. To protect yourself, always double-check company details. Look for official registrations, licenses, and reviews from trusted sources before making any payments. Don't let urgency or emotional stress cloud your judgment. Take the time to verify every detail, even if you feel pressured. Scammers rely on confusion, haste, and emotional vulnerability to succeed. They want you to act quickly without thinking things through. By staying alert to these red flags and taking a few extra steps to verify, you can protect yourself and your family from falling victim to these unscrupulous tactics. After you pay the deposit, the nightmare often begins. Scammers, who once seemed attentive and responsive, suddenly vanish without a trace. Your calls ring endlessly and your emails are met with silence. The sense of urgency and care they showed before is replaced by a cold, empty void, leaving you feeling helpless and betrayed. Sometimes the promised service never materializes at all. You arrive to find an empty venue, no arrangements, and no one to turn to for answers. Other times, what's delivered is a far cry from what was promised. Shoddy decorations, poor organization, and a lack of respect for your loved one's memory. Families are left scrambling at the last minute, grieving and overwhelmed, forced to make new arrangements with less time and even less money. The stress and heartbreak compound as you try to salvage a meaningful farewell. Getting your money back is nearly impossible. Scammers use untraceable payment methods, fake names, and disappear without a trace, leaving you with empty promises and a lighter wallet. The initial bargain quickly turns into a costly, painful lesson, one that can haunt families for years, both financially and emotionally. Instead of focusing on honoring your loved one's memory, you're left dealing with anger, regret, and the burden of financial loss. all during an already difficult time. The emotional toll can be just as devastating as the financial one, leaving families to pick up the pieces long after the scam has run its course. Losing money to a funeral scam can mean debt or being unable to afford a proper service. The emotional impact is even greater. Anger, shame, and betrayal complicate grief. Scams can overshadow the memory of your loved one, turning a time of remembrance into one of distress. The trauma lingers, making healing harder for families. These scams exploit people at their most vulnerable, leaving deep emotional scars. Trust is shattered when you need support most. No family should have to endure this added pain. Protect yourself by taking your time. Don't rush decisions, even under pressure. Research funeral providers. Check for membership in professional organizations and look for genuine reviews. Ask trusted friends or community members for recommendations. Visit the funeral home in person if possible. Trust your instincts if something feels off. Always get a detailed written quote before agreeing to anything. Be wary of requests for large cash deposits or payments to personal accounts. Use a credit card for deposits when you can. It offers extra protection. Stay vigilant even in grief. Knowledge is your strongest safeguard.
This video was created by ZB Studio.